All right, well, it's a beautiful sunny day here in central Montana. It's almost 60 degrees, so we're gonna take this guy out for a spin. If you can notice, since last time I've got my other mirror put on, so now I have two like you're supposed to have. I think we're gonna do a little route that takes us up by Lincoln, up over Flesher Pass on the pavement, and then if I don't freeze to death, we'll come back on Stemple Pass on the dirt, which I think will be a fun little ride. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna jump on and hit the road. I don't think the mic was working earlier, so I guess we'll see, but I believe I got it reconnected, so we're gonna hit the road again and see how this goes. So we're just north of Canyon Creek headed towards Lincoln, and this is the part where it really starts to get pretty a little bit before we hit the curves here, but some really pretty farm areas through here. Kind of a fun twisty bit coming up here. The pass is really the most fun, but this little section up here is not bad either. Ridden this road more times than I can count on a motorcycle, but it's still always fun. It's a great little curvy canyon, especially when the roads are dry and clear like they are today. Still some snow down in the creek bottom there, as you can see. Bike says it's 56 degrees up here still. Just crazy for the third day of March. Coming up on our left here is Stemple Pass Road. That's the dirt road we'll be coming back down if we make it all the way to Lincoln, which, as warm as it is today, I think we probably will. So that's where we'll come back out on our way back. Probably up here before we hit the actual pass, I'll stop and swap the camera around a little bit, try and shoot some different angles. If the road's clear at the top of the pass, there's a little primitive campground we can ride down to. It's about a mile maybe, if even that, from the pavement to the campground, so it just depends on if it's covered in snow or not when we get there. All right, well, I guess we'll see how this works. Could be a little crazy. All right, I don't think I should be anywhere near where it'll hit. We're gonna give it a whirl. All right, trying a new camera angle. A little nervous because it's down there a little ways, but we'll see how this goes. A lot of really tight turns on this pass, which makes it a lot of fun. Judging by the amount of snow that I see up towards the top there, I'm kind of guessing Probably won't get it to make it down to the campground today, but we'll find out shortly. Took that one a little slow on that side because I gotta watch that camera, but I think it's pretty good, so I don't think there's anything to worry about until there is. And even up here near the top, it still says it's 53 degrees. It's beautiful. I think this is just about the top here. Yep. And yes, I'm guessing far too much snow to get down to the campground right now, but I'm gonna pull over here and swap this camera around again. Off to our left here is the road to the campground, which, yeah, we're not getting down there. All right. Headed down the other side of the pass now towards the town of Lincoln. It's a beautiful little area. Lots of good riding to do, a lot of snowmobiling if you're into that kind of thing. This side of the pass isn't quite as twisty as the other one, but still fun. The thing I haven't quite gotten used to on this bike is the brakes are a little soft feeling. It was just serviced by BMW before I got it, so I think they're still plenty within spec, but it's definitely softer feeling than some of my previous bikes, and might just need a fluid change or a top off to get them a little firmer feeling. This curve pretty much brings us to the bottom of the pass on this side. Like I said, this one's not nearly as twisty as the first side, but still fun nonetheless. From here it's mostly straight but pretty ride to where we tie in with Highway 200 to get to Lincoln, so probably find a pull out here shortly and readjust my camera yet again. Coming right up here is the turn off from Highway 200 and Lincoln Road tees into that, so we'll be hanging a left up here and headed towards Lincoln, but I'm going to pull over and get this camera changed probably. I think there's a little spot right here I can pull over for a minute. Yeah, this will work. All right, we'll get this changed up and then make our way onward into Lincoln. So we're on Highway 200 now. Obviously the wind noise increases. Use the cruise control again because we're just going to cruise here for the next, oh, I think it's 7 or 8 miles till we get into Lincoln. Well, shit. I noticed that I hadn't tightened down my extra clamp that I had bought, and I went down to reach it and try and tighten it, and it fell off. So now, turn around and grab it. Looks like it's laying right here. Hopefully it's all there and still in usable condition, which I guess we'll find out here in a minute. It's one piece. Oof. But it was bound to happen, I guess. You can see it's a little dinged up. I might have to take some sandpaper to it and polish those burrs off so they'll smooth back out, but ultimately I think it'll still be all right. Still kind of surprised that it did that it popped off of there. Must have been more loose than I realized it was. Continue onward into the metropolis that is Lincoln. Just about coming into Lincoln. Up here on the left is the airport, and then just beyond that I believe is the sculpture in the wild, I believe it's called, something close to that. It's actually one of the recommended stops on the Montana PDR, which was just recently released. I don't remember what section number it is, but it takes you right through Lincoln and then on your way up to Sealy Lake, Montana. Oh, look at that, sculpture in the wild. You might duck in there for just a minute and take a peek at that, at least from the parking lot. I think there's a couple different sculptures you can view. A little short hiking loop you can take, but we'll check it out real quick. Ooh, maybe we won't. That parking lot is not looking super motorcycle friendly. So that's the parking lot, and back in there somewhere are some sculptures, wooden sculptures I believe. But yeah, we're not going to do that today. Alright, and this is the beautiful little town of Lincoln, Montana. Oops. slow down. They put on an incredible fireworks display here in the summertime. 4th of July, they have a parade, all little rodeo, and then pretty epic fireworks display. If you're ever in the area, it's well worth hanging out and checking out. Alright, going to take a quick stop here at the gas station, and then we'll be back on our way. And down there at the flashing light you see up ahead is Stemple Pass Road, where we'll take that and head back on the dirt. Alright, finally on our way out of Lincoln. Ran into another rider at the gas station, an older gentleman named Bob, riding his 1970 something Kawasaki that he bought brand new and has had ever since. So had fun chatting with him, and now we got to make our way back. So just headed down Stemple Pass Road here. It's real pretty through the trees, and then it comes down and crosses the river up here. So this is the Blackfoot River. Not much of a river right now. Ooh, some potholes already. Well, this could get a little bit interesting. Definitely some slimy mud here. Guess we'll find out if this was a mistake or not. Ooh, a big puddle. Hoping it'll actually get better as we get up a little higher and the runoff doesn't all pool on the road here. Alright, well, this has very quickly turned to some slushy snow, and considering we're only a couple miles up this road and we have quite a ways to go, I don't think this is the play for today. So we're just gonna spin around. Just not quite. It's pretty slick here on my boots. Not quite feeling like laying this guy down today, and considering I gotta go up quite a ways, I'm guessing it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So we're gonna go back to Lincoln and go back the way we came. Probably won't film a lot on the way back, since it's going to be pretty much just the exact same route we came, unfortunately. But just thought that I would give you another shot of this nice big open area with the mountains off in the distance there. I'm going to try and get back before it gets too chilly. Back up here and over the river and through the woods back into town. I think I said it was the Blackfoot River earlier, which technically it's the Little Blackfoot River. But alright, well, just coming back up to Highway 200 here. Gonna stop for a second, put the camera away because the battery's just about dead and I didn't grab an extra today, and just boogie my way back the way we came back home. So hopefully this will be a fun little video when I get it all put together, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time.